Hello and welcome to this episode of ThePrint's Political Adda, our weekly show on the big political development of the week. Now, on Thursday morning, Punjab Congress MLA Sukhpal Khaira was arrested by the Punjab Police in connection with a 2015 drug case. Now, this comes at a time when the Aam Aadmi Party, which runs the Punjab government, and the Congress, along with other opposition parties, have stitched together the India alliance at the centre to take on the BJP in the 2024 Lok Sabha polls. So, the question we are asking today is whether the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress can be friends in the centre, as in the India alliance, and adversaries in the state. Joining us today is Professor Harjeshwar Singh from SGSS College, Assistant Professor at SGSS College, Chandigarh, and our political editor, DK Singh. Thank you both of you for joining us. Professor Singh, I'll first come to you. How do you see this development? Do you think this is vendetta politics? And in terms of the larger political setup with India Alliance and the Aam Aadmi Party and Congress both not willing to cede space in the states, how do you see this playing out?
As far as the alliance between AAP and Congress is concerned, it was always very difficult for that to happen because already we have seen that the type of politics which has been taking place in Punjab is that Aam Aadmi Party, whenever it has come to power in Punjab, it has been constantly indulging in sort of vendetta politics, which, according to Congress, many of the leaders they have been into jail on different corruption charges. Congress calls it vendetta, while AAP says that it is definitely they are doing something which is law is taking its own course. So this and as far as the local leadership of Congress is concerned, it has always been against an alliance with Aam Aadmi Party, especially for the Lok Sabha. Pratap Singh Bajwa, who is the opposition leader, and in the Punjab Assembly, and Raja Vading, and almost every senior leader has been saying constantly to the High Command that we don't want any alliance with Aam Aadmi Party. And as far as the rhetoric is concerned, both parties, they have been taking pot shot against each other. So Congress has been the principal opposition party against AAP, even if we look at the poll data also. So with this, Sukhpal Singh Khaira has been one of the most vocal opponents of Aam Aadmi Party. I will call him the most, he has been even more vocal opponent than even the other leaders of Congress party. And his being taken into custody today, I think this will make it more difficult for Congress and Aam Aadmi Party to arrive at understanding for the Lok Sabha elections.
DK, coming to you, I want to understand a bit about the background of this case because as I understand it, this case started in 2015. It involves the Shiromani Akali Dal, the BJP, then the Congress, and now the AAP. So if you could just give us a little bit of a background of the case, because that sounds really interesting.
So this case has been a legal riddle to me, although I would wait for the Punjab Police to tell us what fresh evidence they have got. And when I say legal riddle, I'm saying because, in 2015, when the FIR was registered in that case, Khaira was not an accused. Police filed 2 charge sheets in the trial court. Khaira's name was nowhere there. After the hearing was over, then you had the prosecution coming to the court that fine, we have 5 more people, so call Khaira and 4 others as an accused to face trial. And the trial court decides to convict and sentence 9 accused. And on the same day, it allows the prosecution's application and issues summons to Khaira. Khaira goes to the High Court that you can't do that. Now that you have already convicted people, you cannot be issuing summon to us. High Court rejects that. But the Supreme Court finally first stays, and the Supreme Court quashes that summon by the trial court. That once your trial is over, you cannot be issuing fresh summons to a new accused after you have already sentenced people. So that was the case in 2022 when the Supreme Court gave that judgment. Suddenly it's back, Punjab Police have arrested him. But the question here is different. When I look at it politically, it's very interesting. So in 2015, when the FIR was registered, you had a SAD-BJP government. And Khaira was in Congress. In 2017, when the Punjab government decides to or goes to the court that Khaira should be made an accused, then the government was of the Congress and Khaira was in the Aam Aadmi Party. Then now when the Punjab Police have arrested him, Khaira is in the Congress and the government is of the Aam Aadmi Party. So it's very interestingly linked, inversely linked, his political choices and the progression of the case. I'm pretty curious. I can't be judgmental about the case so far because we don't know what fresh evidence Punjab Police have, but I'm pretty curious about this case.
Professor Singh, coming back to you, we have seen this tussle between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. As you very rightly said, the Congress state leadership has been against it, not just in Punjab, but even in Delhi. In the last meeting of the India Alliance, Bhagwant Mann is learned to have said that he's not going to cede any space to the Congress. So going forward, what do you think is the way this can be negotiated? So how do you have an India Alliance at the center and this fight between both these parties in the states, in Punjab specifically?
I think I think even the Congress High Command, they are not very comfortable aligning with Aam Aadmi Party because they have seen that wherever Aam Aadmi Party has gone so far, it is the space of Congress which they have taken away, whether it is in Delhi or is in Punjab. And there is an understanding in Congress that if they cede more space to Aam Aadmi Party in these elections, they will go down because BJP is surgent in Punjab. It has been taking away more and more leaders from Congress as well as Akali Dal. So Congress thinks that it can become a cipher or it become a much marginal player in Punjab politics. So, but the thing is, if you look at the larger perspective, all India perspective, then definitely there is a pressure on Congress, especially from the allies, people like Mamata Banerjee and Nitish. To align with Aam Aadmi Party. But Congress, how this play out, it needs to be seen because even if you look at the last meeting, there was saying that they will try to have an understanding on as many seats as possible. So I think when they use this word, I think they probably would have Punjab and Delhi definitely in mind. But definitely after this incident of Khaira incident, it will be becoming very difficult for Congress and Aam Aadmi Party to fight these elections jointly. But again, in politics, you never know. Anything can happen.
Professor Singh,
I think probability is going down.
Professor Singh, I have a question for you. But before that, if I may just point out, in recent times, since the AAP government, since the AAP came to power, Vigilance Bureau has booked as many as 16, if I'm not wrong, 16 Congress leaders, including the former Chief Minister and the former Deputy Chief Minister in different cases. At least 4 former ministers have been arrested. And now Sukhpal Khaira. Okay, I was just talking about the numbers. My question to you, Professor Singh, is I can understand Bhagwant Mann's confidence. AAP has just won, or a few months back, the Jalandhar bypoll, Lok Sabha bypoll. And probably Bhagwant Mann's calculation would be that, when Shiromani Akali Dal is not going with the BJP, you have multi-cornered contest where AAP is at one end and at the other end you have Shiromani Akali Dal, BJP, Congress, everybody eating into, or everybody basically splitting the anti-incumbency votes. So I can understand Mann's calculation. What I don't understand is what gives the Congress that kind of confidence that they are ready to go without an alliance? Because we saw in Jalandhar, it was Congress's seat. The Congress MP dies, there is a bypoll and Congress loses there. And we have seen what happened in the assembly election. So what is the source of confidence of the Congress in your assessment?
I think Congress is in a sort of a dilemma. Definitely in a multi-cornered context, if we look at the situation as of it is now, it definitely is advantage to Aam Aadmi Party. But what Congress fears in Punjab is that if they cede space, let's say if they give 7 or 8 seats to Aam Aadmi Party, then there is a very big chance that many of those leaders which are in Congress, they might shift to Aam Aadmi Party or they might even shift to BJP or even other parties. So this has been happening in Punjab, for example, even in Jalandhar. It was Congress MLA Sushil Kumar Rinku who was made a candidate, and Aam Aadmi Party has having no compunctions in taking away leaders from other parties. So Congress definitely, if there are some big leaders of Congress, if they go there is a big possibility that they might go to Aam Aadmi Party, especially after they are under pressure of vigilance also, and they also could go in BJP also. So Congress sees that if they cede more space to the Aam Aadmi Party, they might just be wiped away from the state. And another calculation is that they are saying that as far as Rahul Gandhi is concerned, his aura has definitely grown away after this Bharat Jodo Yatra. And they see that since national issues will come up, Congress might be having some advantages during elections. Then Congress, if we look at Congress, still has some very good leaders. Congress leaders who have an aura, Congress leaders who are charismatic, who are well-known, credible leaders. For example, still, if we look at the former CM, Channi, he still is very popular among the Dalits. If he stands from any seat, I think he's a very good chance of winning. Then Navjot Sidhu is there, even Pratap Singh Badaba. So as far as leadership is concerned, even after so many of those leaders going to other parties, Congress still thinks that they can give a very good fight during these elections. But if they align with the Aam Aadmi Party, then there is possibility that they can be wiped out from the state, or they can become third or fourth. That could make them irrelevant. And we all know that Congress, once it goes down, it rarely comes up again. This has been the history of Congress.
DK, Professor Singh spoke about the Punjab perspective of the Congress, as in how the Congress state unit is looking at this, and also how Bhagwant Mann is looking at this, as you said. When Arvind Kejriwal is going to these India meetings in that case, what is the perspective that he is going with? Because for the Congress, at least, there are Aam Aadmi Party has also fielded candidates for all seats in Madhya Pradesh, for example, right? So what is Arvind Kejriwal going in with, and what does he have to barter on the table for the Congress?
At this stage, I would actually look at it as a bargaining tactic, because last time AAP was in Madhya Pradesh, it drew a blank. AAP is hardly a factor there. So going there is fine, addressing a few rallies is fine, but you don't do that weeks before the elections. So he kind of, putting pressure on the Congress, just the way the Samajwadi Party is trying to do. By deciding to go to Madhya Pradesh and contest. There you have the bargaining power. And bargains, I think in Punjab, as AAP leaders tell you, that if we are going to have an alliance, well, we'll be contesting on at least 10 seats, so we'll give 3 seats to the Congress. Now, as of today, Congress has 7 MPs, Lok Sabha MPs from Punjab. The Congress cannot cede that ground. And then it comes to Delhi. Now in Delhi, both have been losers in the last 2 Lok Sabha elections. Now out of these 7 seats in Delhi, how many does Congress contest and how many does the AAP contest? Again, the AAP wants to contest 5 seats here, leaving just 2 for the Congress. But the fact was the Congress came second on 5 seats in the last Lok Sabha election. So these are all bargaining tactics. Let's see how things unfold. But as I look at it, I think a final thing you will see after the assembly elections, because that will also determine how the Congress responds. Right now, the Congress High Command seems to be inclined to, stitching an alliance everywhere. But if they do very well in the assembly election, they may decide to, go solo even in Punjab and
they'll have
Delhi.
more bargaining power also. Professor Singh, before we wrap up, I wanted to also speak a little bit about Sukhpal Khaira as a voice of the Congress. As you correctly said, he has been more vocal against the AAP than, say, Raja Waring or even Pratap Bajwa. Of course, they have also been speaking against the Aam Aadmi Party. But it seems like Sukhpal Khaira has been leading the charge. So, in the context of the Congress in Punjab, how big of a perceptive blow is it going to affect the Aam Aadmi Party, where people will see it as vendetta politics? Or do you think the AAP can come out of this unscathed and they can prove the fact that this is actually a genuine case and the arrest had to be made?
As far as Sukhpal Khaira is concerned, we have seen his political career for the last 10-12 years. He has been very vocal, and whichever party he has been sort of a one-man party, a one-man ammunition against the opposition. But one problem that Sukhpal Khaira always had is that he has not been a team player. And this has been one concern about him. That is why even in his own party, even Congress party, the leadership, they don't trust him. Same thing happened when he was in Aam Aadmi Party. He had a constant tiff with Bhagwant Mann and then the High Command, and ultimately he was chucked out of Aam Aadmi Party, or he made his own party. That depends. Uh, as far as Sukhpal Khaira is concerned, he has a support, especially among the Sikh section of the population, especially among the NRIs, among the youth. He is popular, and in this politics, what has happened today, it is as far as public perception is concerned, because we should remember that ultimately in politics it is not who is right or wrong or what law says. Ultimately, what is the perception of the party? As far as the perception of the public is concerned, most, I think, majority sides, they have a sympathy with the Khaira, that he has been raising difficult questions against Aam Aadmi Party. He has been raising questions against UAPA. He has been raising against the corruption charges against Aam Aadmi Party. Against, for example, recently there has been a marriage of a senior leader of Aam Aadmi Party. Very, he has been questioning that thing also. So he has been a constant thorn in the flesh of Aam Aadmi Party. So among popular perception, it is that he has been he has been made a victim of that, and twice he has gone to jail. I think this will also help him politically, and it should damage Aam Aadmi Party. To what extent, that needs to be seen.
Professor Singh, before we let you go, I have just a couple of questions. First, we have been hearing Akali Dal leaders saying that we will have no alliance with the BJP. Do you think that's final, or do you see that that there could still be some scope of an alliance in the next few months or coming closer to the elections? My second question is, we see what's happening between India and Canada today. Would it have any political implications in Punjab?
As far as Akali Dal is concerned, ideally Akali Dal would want to have an alliance with BJP, because it has been proved again and again that both BJP and Akali Dal, when they are together in the state, both of them gain when they
in fact, if I may just interrupt, we are given to understand that Akali Dal is desperate, not disregarding what they have been saying publicly. Akali Dal is desperate to have the alliance. It's the BJP which is kind of being cussed here.
Yeah, it is cussed. And the type of politics which BJP is using, for example, this Indo-Canada, this whole talk, it is very difficult for Akali Dal to align, even if Akali Dal wants to align with the BJP. But the type of line which BJP has been taking with, I think it would be not very possible for Akali to join BJP. And that is why they are taking a more of a right-sick sort of a position now compared to past. So I don't think both of them joining together, they will be fighting.
And what about this entire Indo-Canada diplomatic row? I mean, would it have any implications?
As far as Indo-Canada diplomatic rows, we should remember that Punjab has a very large stake in Canada. Lakhs of people of Punjabi region, they are settled in Canada. Many of them have taken citizenships. Many students are there. And they come to Punjab every year. People in thousands, I will call lakhs, they come to Punjab. This is called the NRI season in Punjab from October to March. Now, there is a lot of apprehension among those people about their visa status and whether they will be coming back. And already tourists, already hotel owners, already marriage palaces, bookings are being cancelled. So there is I think that there would be sort of a backlash against the central government as far as Punjab, at least Punjab is concerned on this issue, because people of Punjab, they want good and stable relations between India and Canada. And any rupture in that, it is the people of Punjab who are going to suffer. And then, of course, people also feel that now that they are taking a stringent position against the Khalistanis, there is a very good chance that even ordinary people, they could be implicated on those charges, because Punjab Police has been notorious in doing all those things. And there could be property disputes. People could be using that to just frame somebody who's in Canada. There has always been a concern among the NRA. So I think, and everybody, we should keep in mind that almost most of the people in Punjab, whether they live in villages or in cities, they have at least one member or even more who are settled in Canada. So this is a very big issue for Punjab. I think the ruling party, my guess is that they will not gain much from this. At least
you're talking about the ruling party at the center, but what about the ruling party in Punjab? Because, in the past we have seen many parties have been leveling these allegations against the Aam Aadmi Party that in the last election they had this understanding with, or they took help from Khalistani elements. That's what AAP's political adversaries have been saying. Now that we see what's happening there, how will it impact the AAP?
I think AAP has been taking a very pragmatic sort of a position. They are not saying anything. They are keeping mum, and they feel that the brunt will go to the BJP. They might gain out of this because we look, if we look at 2017, after being burnt in that when they were connected with the Khalistanis and they lost that election. After that, Aam Aadmi Party has kept their distance from the radical elements among the six.
But
And
they
if
are
you
not
look at,
condemning them now. I mean,
even if the last elections, if we could see, they played a more of a soft Hindutva line with all those national rallies, Tiranga Yatras in Punjab. So and we should remember that Aam Aadmi Party has a national profile. They have a national ambition. So I think they will not be taking any stand on this. They will try to just keep mum on this, and they will just in the end, if they see the situation is deteriorating in Punjab and more people are talking against the government, then they might come up with a statement. But overall, I think AAP will like to sit on this.
and you think this is advantage AAP, the current situation?
Of course, because it could be. I'm not saying it is current advantage AAP, but it could be. Because ultimately it is the national government under PM Modi, BJP, that would be blamed for whatever is there. And whatever gains the BJP is having in Punjab, I think that could frit away. But I think that will already there in BJP's calculation, because if they fight alone, I don't at the moment, I don't see them a big player except 1 or 2 seats. And they're also, if they fight alone, they stand a very less chance of winning.
All right. So, of course, politically tumultuous times in Punjab. Thank you so much, Professor Singh, for joining us. Thank you so much, DK.
Thank you, sir.
That's all for this episode of Political Adda. We'll be back next week with a new episode. Keep watching this space.